It's a little slightly janky stream. I forgot to do my start window. I don't
Valid.
see I don't see anything.
Oh, wait. Don't worry. You know how janky mine is? Uh, I put it was stream end when it should be stream start. So don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just see a blank window. I'm gonna check on the oh yeah. I am supposedly streaming right now.
Yeah. I am. I already did the start shared chat. Um,
Yeah, I
but
see
it says
that.
you're not live.
Yeah, why does it say that?
You're not live yet. I'm like,
It says I'm live. Short chat moderation. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, you're live now. Yay!
Ah, okay. Well, welcome back to the stream. I did it. Yeah, that was that
Gotcha.
was that was awkward. Um, so I'm gonna put.
I'm gonna.
Oh crap! Oh
Hell yeah.
crap! Oh crap! I accidentally had. Um. Oh no! No one could
No.
see that. People watching the stream cannot see the right window. Because I was like
Yeah.
literally showing like prehistory, in the right window. It's not. They
Don't
don't
worry.
need.
No worry.
They don't
Your
need.
secrets are safe with me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally scuff stream.
I'll just yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, they're yeah. Um, yeah. I have my timeline, so it's like I've been. The chapters are
Yeah.
like technically out of chronological order now that I like went
Yeah.
back and like calculated like the times of things. But that's okay because none
Yeah.
of the characters have interacted yet. So it's like
Yeah.
Homura, her her chapters are in order, but it's like she'll have a chapter like I don't like having the same character have consecutive chapters. So it's like it might you know how like Aaliyah has her trial and it's two chapters.
Yeah.
Um, but the second chapter of the trial picks up right after the first, and then there's this like
Yeah.
interlude chapter which focuses on Homura, but that it's like in the past relative to the trial. Anyway, that's
Yes.
yeah, not super important.
Yes. Also, hello everybody. It's been a while since Bainu last streamed. I believe his last stream was May. It was May,
Yeah,
and
I
then
was sick. I've been
to
sick.
yes, yes. That's the all the context you guys are gonna need. But it's kind of like interesting how it happened as well. It's like the universe just rolled the dice and decided, okay, we're gonna give this guy a debuff out of nowhere. You know, that happened.
Yep.
So,
Fun times.
but he has recovered. He has recovered. Huzzah! So, what are we doing today other than hiding the fact that you made an actually I'm gonna deviate this conversation real quick because I can't get over the fact that you made a calendar. I wish that was the thing I picked the one time. You're like, okay, pick a card and pick a dot, any dot. You made a fucking calendar out of the arcana. Walk us through the process how you got through that.
Oh,
Like how? Why the arcana first of all?
uh, I, I mean, there's like, I found it like kind of interesting. Like I wasn't, I had this system built up for Lautrec, which is one of the more powerful nations in the world. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, I think all most people, or I know you've read like a little bit of the book. Um, you
Yeah.
should only really be familiar with like the Empire, Serene, maybe Serene. I don't know if you got to this. I should pronounce it correctly. It's more like Serene. Um,
Eh.
Serene. It's like supposed to be like kind of Germanish.
Serene. Yes.
Uh, Kirine. No, 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 not like that. Kirine. Um, it is like very like Venice style though. Anyway, and
Yeah.
Zerdia. So there's Talcora, the southern continent. There's Horsus, the northern continent. You spend a lot of time in the Empire, but there are some flashbacks involving this country called Lautrec, and like Homer's whole quest for vengeance starts because of something called the Calandran plot, which is something that actually like initiated the civil war between the Empire and um, you know, the Windcrest Union, which was like the
But
Western.
like,
So yeah, sorry,
so
I'm like yeah,
that's what the literacy means.
yeah, so Lautrec is like this like pretty powerful nation that's like not part of the Empire, but they're like kind of keep the Empire in check. You can kind of like think of them as like the U.S. and NATO, um, but like
Bruh.
not current U.S. Anyway,
uh,
yeah. Anyway, um, so like
it,
Lautrec's pretty advanced. Like they've got and because of that they have like one of the older cultures. So actually, uh,
are they like the Roman Empire?
not really. I'm out of the more of Spain. Like Calandra is their capital, and that's like a really like
I'm just thinking like the inspiration for it is like literacy is like the stand-in for like how the Gregorian calendar got made.
yeah. I mean, there's what I should answer your question. I'm like going in on this like long tangent.
Wait,
Um, I thought Arcana looked cool, and I had this idea that like the Reveler would be the first day of the month, and the Reaper would be the last day of the month. So like, the Reaper greets the Reveler, and Reaper happens to be like the first month of winter. So there are 13 months. There's the Reveler,
why 13? Why 13?
just because I wanted the Reaper to be the 13th month. Uh, I wanted the Reaper to be a very scary month. I mean, there's also a
But
month called the Devil. That's month 7.
uh,
But the idea is that Lautrec created the Lautrec Arcana are like motifs that represent like kind of like 13 like virtues of a leader. Um, so there's the Reveler, there's the Scholar, the Judge, the Healer, the Traveler, the Empress, the Devil. Which there's a reason for that. That's a virtue. That's considered a virtue.
is that like October for
So it's
the
actually
common folk?
it's the first month of summer, and like the devil is actually designed to kind of like, um, it's almost like the person who plays like the devil's advocate, someone who like challenges the status quo. Um,
Okay.
which is and then there is the emperor, which is one of them, which is and then there's the knight, the philosopher, and the philosopher is of course super super important for the church. It's like the
Which
highest.
one's so which one's for Halloween?
There is no
Is
Halloween.
Halloween the
Yeah, I don't have
There's
Halloween.
no Hallows Eve?
There's no. Yeah,
Crime. I
I'm still creating like I'm still creating holidays. This is like a ongoing
yeah.
thing.
I it is petition for your world to have Halloween. That
Yeah.
is my petition. It will
It,
have a Hallows Eve
I mean, that's
for
the thing is that so originally when in Markar is one of the countries, I originally had like a harvest festival that was like a little like pagan coded, that was like
okay.
unique to that region alone. I ended up cutting it and just turning it into a wedding, just because uh it was added. I decided to like put that plot point somewhere else. Um,
But there will be Halloween eventually. Eventually. There will be a harvest festival. Eventually.
mm,
Maybe. That's
yeah, I don't.
all I'm fighting for is Halloween in your world. It's
mm.
gotta exist. There's gotta be an October
You
counterpart.
just want "This Is Halloween" to be sung by the cast.
Yeah, this is Hallows Eve. Like the chorus, a
Yeah.
church singing it. It'll be cool.
Then there's the Final Fantasy 14 version, which is um, "Good King Moogle good King Mog, leads the brave and true. Good King Moogle good King Mog."
God
I
damn.
forget how it goes. I forget the lyrics.
Exactly,
uh,
exactly. But
Goodness.
good times. I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
the arcana is pretty cool, and like the calendar needs to be studied on just how, because like uh a slightly tangent also related to calendars. So Eberron's one of my favorite worlds in Dungeons and Dragons.
Hmm.
Eberron is like the steampunk world, post-war. Like it lets you play a lot of morally gray people because like it is it's remnants of the last war. You can play it during the war, but majority of the material is like after the last war. So like it has been 5 years since the last war. It has been 10 years since the last war, right? And their calendar is wild, and I struggle with the calendar like calendar systems in general because like what there's specific months for this, and I'm glad they have a counterpart version of like so they have Olaroon, which is late winter, which is for February.
Hmm.
Dravago, which is like mid spring April, and then early winter December is like Volt. Oh, my egg just hatched. Fuck.
Do what?
I have sorry, like I have Go. Oh, by the way, free Go has a free weekend. It's the
Uh,
software I use
yep, yep,
to
yep, yep, yep,
have a
yep.
cute avatar, and suddenly it's like your baby just hatched. What? That threw me off. But yeah, it's like it's really cool, but at the same time, I struggle when I try to be immersive in the campaign. It's like, oh, the day of mourning happened on the Baracas of. I'm like, what is Baracas?
Oh, I
Oh
don't.
fuck, it's
Yeah,
August.
Bar-
So
Baraka
I lose
from
my
Mortal
mind.
Kombat. Yeah, no, I got. I have to check my. I have to check my timeline and my count. Like, I have all these
Yeah,
references, but sometimes it's like a pain in the ass to find the right reference. I mean, there is like
yeah, and then like,
there is a quick
eh,
search
and
function, but
and just struggle with calendars. Like even IRL, I struggle with calendars already. Like what day of the month is it? Which one has the 31st days? Is it July? Does July have 31st? I have to like actively look every time. So like for you to be able to create a calendar in your world, it's like how have you not gotten insane yet? And the thing is, I don't know if you have like a oh this is a February counterpart, this is an October counterpart. You actually have different days listed for it. So
yeah.
it's like
Are you?
ah,
Yeah. Well, for the
how are you not losing your mind?
are you talking about for the timeline?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
like
For the well,
it's
the
just
timeline, it's like I mean, a lot of these days are just kind of like arbitrary, but they had to also like match. I mean, sometimes I like Google like, hey, how long did it take to cross like the United Kingdom the long way on horseback? Uh, and then it's like,
XYZ.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so it's like I'm gonna need like 3 weeks. Homer's gonna get here in 3 weeks, so the calendar jumps forward 3 weeks. Uh, that led to like things not quite being in order. Again, it's like chapter 4 and chapter 6, since I've added a new chapter 3, they take place on the exact same day, right? It's the first and second part of Leah's trial, but it jumps back like almost a full month for chapter 5, continuing Homer's journey. uh, but I don't think it matters because I think what I'll do is, in the published book, I will create like a timeline that points out where everything is like relative to the.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please save us the ones who like struggle with like especially when so when I read Eberron for the first time, and they were like mentioning, oh, the special event that's happening on the day of the Olaroon, and I was like, the fuck's an Olaroon? And they're like, oh, it's in this one section at the back in the index that says about the different months, and I'm like, goddamn Galifar shakes violently, but it's okay. I love you, Peacemaker. Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot the messenger. I love your work. I love your stuff. It's just I suck at calendars. Calendars are the bane of my existence. So
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
though I love organizing my calendar. It's just like remembering. I already struggle with the IRL one, so the fictional ones, rough, rough.
Yeah.
But good job
I'm
on the
still
Arcana.
I'm still getting used to Alicia now being called Tessa.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Tessalin. Yeah. Tessa for short. Knight Tessa.
Yeah, Knight
Uh,
Tessa. Okay,
Knight
for
Tessa.
context. Oh, Jan's here. Hi, how's it going? So I'm
Hello.
doing a writing stream with Baihu. Baihu the Curious. He has a book, and we're just talking about parts of his book, and we're doing a writing prompt. And I think he's just mentioning right now, who is Tessa in your book series? If you were to explain who the fuck is Tessa, without spoiling too much, who's Tessa?
Oh, so
Who's
she's a knight. So in my world, knights can only be women. They're called knight sisters. And then if someone, usually just knight for short, she was kind of captured, and she's in a very strange arrangement where she's traveling with basically like her former captor, who technically still has like, he's a slaver. Technically, still has ownership of her, but he's basically been like bound to something else that's forcing everyone to make this journey.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Tessa's. If I don't know one was is able to see the one in Royal Road anymore, sad. But their original name was Alicia, and now she's getting a new name.
Yeah, so I already had a character called Aaliyah, and it was a started with Ali, and then Alicia also started with Ali. I was just like, even though they're in separate continents, I like Tessalin, or Tessa for short. It looks cool. Just whenever I see it, I keep thinking like Tesseract, you
Yeah.
know.
I like Jan's answer. Ah, questionable power dynamics. I see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
uh,
there's a chapter called Agency, and it focuses not on Tessa, but I feel like agency is a big one of the central themes of the book.
yeah. Yeah, which eventually you guys will see it at some point in the future. We're still in the writing process, and
Yeah.
we're trying as much as we can to do documentation of all the writing. If you guys can actually check Baihu's side. He has his wiki open um, over in his end.
Yeah, well, I just have it open to like a blank page because we're going to do a
Yeah,
Ortan no Gaiden. We're gonna do a short
sick.
story in this world, right? Not
Yes,
a
actually. Yeah. You we're actually doing a writing prompt that you actually wrote. So,
it makes it
let us
easy for me,
can you
right?
yeah, can you read the writing prompt that you wrote 2 months ago? And um
Crap. Let me see if I can
how
find
did
it.
that writing prompt come to your brain?
I'm trying to find it. One moment.
I have the link. I have it on screen. Let me grab you the linky and
Okay. Pop it in the
paste it
chat.
on the I'll put it in the admin voice. There you go.
Okay, thanks.
And I will send it to everyone because you guys can join along on the writing prompt. Uh, this is our writing prompt. You can join us in the writing.
I'm sorry, I don't see it. How do I?
It's in
Oh,
admin
oh,
voice
it's
chat.
it. Okay, okay.
Yeah. There.
Uh, a gang of robbers raid a tomb and encounter a horrific entity. As the last survivors escape, they see the creature caring for an injured animal.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So, how did you get there? How did you get to this prompt? What what were you watching? What were you
Uh,
reading? What were
I
you?
actually, I actually had a short story in mind. Uh, I mean, I actually have like the title up on my stream, "Dancer in the Dark," and it's because the horrific creature I had in mind kind of dances as one of its things that it does. So it's a little bit on like the eldritch horror side of things, and that you don't really like understand why it does what it does, but it does serve a purpose. So
Mm. Yeah. Okay. So I guess like if we're gonna break down the writing process of this, uh who's Who's who in so we have a monster, a dancing monster,
I'm
right?
I'm putting yep. We have a dancing monster.
Mon That's how I've been interpreting it. There's a dancing monster somewhere. Are there any other characters involved in the process?
So I'm actually gonna put Homura in this story. She's like my Geralt of Rivia, and she's
Yeah,
basically just
the
kind of
girl.
like because these are treasure hunters. She's basically just like a um, mercenary who likes battle,
Yeah.
gold, and sweet things. I've noticed that uh, one of my running gags is that she kind of puts herself in awkward situations for sweet treats.
Uh,
So
yeah, I see. Uh, though I think you told me this before, but I think it's not known to chat. This was inspired. This is one of your OCs from Final Fantasy 14, right?
oh yeah
Uh,
yeah. So
uh,
so that was actually originally the character name. Uh, but I mean it's like so. Um, yeah. Originally, when I was gonna write this story, which is a long time ago, I was planning on Homura just being kind of like you know black haired, human like sort of Ronin character. I guess when I got into Final Fantasy 14, I ended up playing as a blonde cat girl, and uh, that kind of turned into Homura for me. So,
yes. Is she still blonde in your world?
yep, yep,
Uh,
keep us blonde. Sometimes she has a little bit of red in her hair, but that's from blood. So,
it becomes strawberry blonde.
strawberry blonde after she's killed enough people. Yeah.
Yeah. Though, like, what was her class? What was the class that Homura was in Final Fantasy 14?
I actually played Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker, and now
Yeah.
what's she
Um,
wielding now?
well, I kind of went Sage. That was kind of what I ended up enjoying the most before I stopped playing. Um,
Uh,
I
yes,
have completely deleted the character. Like, I deleted my account, as in, like, irreversible, can't get it back. Um,
no. Will we
just
ever know
just
the
to
reason?
just to force myself to not play so much, or to not play at all, because it was, I was doing like the high end content, and it was getting like stressful for me, where I was creating, it like became a job. I was creating like the battle plans, like freaking animated like PowerPoints showing mechanics and stuff.
God damn.
and like trying to keep a positive attitude for everyone, because otherwise people want to leave, right? A raid party if you know someone isn't holding it together.
Yeah.
And people would leave anyway. Some people would lose their shit. So, yeah, it got
Well,
very stressful, and it's like if I wasn't going to do rating, like I enjoyed the story a lot, but there wasn't a whole lot for me, a lot else for me in the game. So I
yeah,
moved
and
on
now
to
she's
yeah.
the Gunbreakers wield katanas. I forget.
No, they
I
have they
never
have
played.
like the squall blade, that's a gun blade.
Oh, okay, okay.
uh,
The Final Fantasy 8. I should have registered that with the Gunbreaker term. Like
yeah, yeah. No,
gun.
it's a um I can't remember. I mean, they all look like they have revolver cylinders on them. I don't know if there was one that looked like a katana. I know I played a little bit of Dark Knight, which was fine. That one you could put like a nodachi on, um, which was a long two hander Japanese style. Uh, but I mean, I played a bunch of different classes. Uh,
Yeah.
my original class for her, because I actually started playing in Heaven's Word. So Gunbreaker didn't come out, I think, until Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, that's a deep cut. You really went real far, like deep into the early seasons. Jesus.
yeah,
You were there
I,
when the ancient texts were formed.
yeah, I wasn't there for like the original Realm Reborn release, but I started playing for the first time in yeah, Heaven's Word, and then kept playing through Stormblood, took a break, came back for, you know, Shadowbringers, and was like, holy shit, this is good. Um, Stayed through till Endwalker, and then once I finished that, I dropped off. I know, like the next mega arc started with I forget what the latest expansion was. The You go to a different continent. Um, there's like and I think the second expansion of the new arc is out, but it's, like I feel like they tied a nice bow on with Endwalker. Um,
Yeah.
so I was like very content stepping away. Uh, I have
Yeah.
been tempted. I've been thinking about coming back because I could just buy like the fast forward pass, and then, or maybe I'd like to play through it
Yeah.
again. I don't know. I don't know if I have time for that. That's too much of a commitment, especially if I'm trying to write a story.
Yeah. But like, man, you it sounds like you went through a lot, like Heaven's Ward, Shadowbringer, and Walker. Like if you had to rank it, like the
Yeah, I mean, Shadowbringers is definitely still my favorite.
arcs, like which
Um,
one was okay, this was peak. The other one's pretty mid and
yeah, Stormblood was like, it was
Stormbring.
okay. Like,
Yeah.
there were definitely some
What
characters.
what did you like about Shadowbringer?
Shadowbringers. Um, I mean, a big part of it was the whole like inversion, light versus dark. That was like kind of a. I mean, it's like a JRPG trope, right? Light bad, light church bad, darkness, you know, devil good or something, Um, uh, but the way they did it, like some of like the cinematography and like music was incredible. Uh, like
Yeah.
especially the first time you return the night sky, I was like, holy shit, that scene is beautiful. Complete with the music. I was became like
The
a
music too.
really big fan of, oh god, what's his name? Uh, I keep wanting to call him a Bastion, which is my cat people. He's a Mikote, the red haired guy who's the Crystal Sage, and he joins the Scions. I can't remember his bloody name. He's such an important character. Uh,
It insert guy here. It's somewhere.
yeah,
He's right there.
he he he's basically like a nerd who like nerds out on like your character's like history of the world. Um, gosh, what's his name?
Fucking nerd.
I
Nerd.
love him. I love him though. He's such a great, like, he was a big part of like what I really liked. Emmett Selch was great as well. Just kind of his like, it was like at that point that like the Asians became like a, they were kind of like this, you know ooh, evil magic species that's like behind the shadows, and then like he finally like, he is extremely sympathetic. I thought like it made a lot of, obviously like what he was doing was wrong, but like his argument that like, imagine if like your best friends like split into like 8 people that were like lesser than the original person that you already knew. Like you'd want to put them back together, right? You'd want to, you know, it's like they
Wanna make
suffer.
it whole.
Yeah, it's like they suffer from a disease, and it's like, you know, that's insanely tragic, But that's what this like that's what the civilizations are now. Um,
Yeah.
and he like, and he saves like major character's life at one point. Like Ishtola is like pretty much like lost without him, and then she's like, a mega waifu if there's ever if there's ever she was my
Mega waifu.
she's my big crush from Final Fantasy 14 is Ishtola.
I see. I
I
see.
just
I
I
see. I see your.
I'm,
I see your types.
yeah, well, I mean, she's like, she's very smart, and she's like, doesn't take shit from anyone. But she's like a
Yeah.
good person at heart. I mean, she like sacrifices her vision and stuff for like,
Yeah.
the common good, etc., etc.
Right.
Oh
You're
gosh,
you're
yeah.
gonna have You really have a thing for cat people. But you know what? The only reason why I know about Y'shtola is because of the fact that she came out of Magic the Gathering. She was the black white card. I'm just gonna share it on admin. It's like when you mentioned Y'shtola, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know who this is now.
Wait, she was in
She's a
Magic?
card. Yeah,
Okay.
Magic the Gathering. Yeah, she's Knight's Blessed. She came out as a card. I'm
But
assuming
it,
this
it
is the same cat. This is the same person we're talking about, right? This
how do
is
how
this
do I
is her.
how do I see the chat in how do I see like our voice chat? I don't know how to see that.
Oh, basically, if you
Do I right click on
admin
it?
voice when you hover over it, there's an open chat. There's like a chat button. That or just I can just put in admin
Oh, I
general.
see it. I see
I
it.
forgot.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's her.
Yeah, I was like when you said you're still I know
That's yeah.
her because of Magic Together.
That
Yeah,
yeah.
she's really good.
That's her. Yeah. That's actually. I think that's her Shadowbringers outfit. Um. It's been a yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah. They change outfits. For each adventure. Sometimes change outfits within the adventure. Um.
Mm,
Oh god. I'm gonna look up the name of that guy because
it's gonna bother
uh
you for the whole stream.
Mikote,
And
red hair, FFXIV, Crystal Tower.
yeah.
Grahatia. Graha. That's his name. He's.
What?
I'll link it to you. In the admin voice. That's his name, Grahatia. He joins the
What?
party like
Oh, okay.
he makes
Grahatia.
like a lot of sacrifices, but he gets his happy ending, which is really nice. And his happy ending is that he's basically he's been like kind of isolated from the world for like um you know centuries or millennia, I
Uh-huh.
forget, but he kind of like grew up hearing about your character as like the greatest hero that the world has ever known. So like
Uh,
he actually ends up being like a huge fanboy. So um, when you actually save him and then you get to take him on a real adventure with you, it's
yeah.
very nice.
So, fun fact, he also has a Magic the Gathering card.
Grahatia, the Scion Reap. Yeah,
Yeah. This is my way of getting you to play Magic. I don't know, maybe probably. And they have these two cards. If you're, they
I
have your waifu and they have your favorite guy, the nerd, Wiggles.
yeah, and he does ear wiggles. It's cute. Um, uh,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I like pretty much all the characters. Um, I think he was still like my favorite though in Shadowbringers and Endwalker, uh, along with Ishtola, of course. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
gosh, bringing you.
I didn't know he had it. I didn't know he had it. I wasn't familiar with this guy till you started talking about it. I was like, huh. When you get the
Yeah,
name,
he, he
ah,
he's actually he's in Realm Reborn. He's in like one of the end game raids, or like
I
the
see.
24-man raids. I forget uh the sizes, but someone got banned.
Don't worry. No, I'm being part mod as well.
Yeah. No,
Instinct,
I got it. I got it. I got you
ultra
there.
instinct ban.
That was
Sorry.
fast. It was like whack a mole. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I have, I more or less have the Final Fantasy 14 like races in my kind of like I don't have the bunny people. Um, the
Uh,
Dralic what Iris is the Dralic is basically an aura, if you know what that is.
what's an aura?
They're like the dragon people. Uh, Pretty big dimorphism between the sexes. So like I think the women are like the most petite, and whereas the men are huge.
Oh, they're the ones who look like
um,
tieflings. Okay.
yeah. They got horns. Like I think their
Yeah.
skin color can like vary, from like very pale to like dark blue. I think there's like a dark blue one. Um,
Okay, yeah, cause like the way they're designed is like they have a horn sticking out. I thought they were like, oh, they have tieflings in Final Fantasy. Only to find out, oh, these are all dragons.
yeah,
All
yeah,
the
they're more like dragon than tiefling, I'd say. Um,
yeah.
mine they so the elves in my world you haven't you actually have there hasn't been like there have been half elves like real elves um they're actually like more vampiric in my world. They have fangs, they can nourish themselves off of human blood, and they have kind of like cat-like eyes. Have but they have like also have a lot of them have had a symbiotic relationship with humans, which created half elves. Um,
Mm,
so like uh, elves look a
good.
lot kind of like Dralic without the horns, pointy ears as well.
Oh,
That's a feature.
okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Dralic have like the lizard slash dragon tail. So Iris has horns and the dragon tail. She's very small because she's still a child. Uh,
okay, I'm seeing now connections. I'm seeing the connections.
yeah, Divinity
Cat people.
style. Yeah, or
Yeah.
like kind of like Abercrombie style, where the elves in Abercrombie's newer novel. And to me, they're almost like gray aliens, like almost like like kind of creepy looking. And
Gray
they,
aliens. I haven't heard that concept in a
yeah, yeah.
while.
Well, my elves are hot because I want them to look, they're like I want them to be anime waifus to people.
Yeah, they
So
gotta they gotta be hot. That's the standard.
yeah,
They gotta
I mean
your elves gotta
you've
be
seen
hot.
the art I've been commissioning. Like everyone's very
Yeah,
attractive.
yeah, exactly.
um,
The uh,
yeah, that's true. Who said gray aliens aren't hot? Um,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like
I mean,
reading
debatable.
Joe Abercrombie's The Devils. Like the humans and the elves are basically like slaughtering each other. Um, apparently, like elves just like butcher humans like meat. Uh, I think like the last time the elves took a city in Abercrombie's Devil's World, they just left all the humans hanging upside down with their blood drained, something like that. Um,
What the what? Huh? You,
yeah, that's just how the
they
elves
sound more
are.
like vampires. They sound more like vampires than anything.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the protagonists is an elf, and she like seems to have this like really tight relationship with kind of this like immortal human who's like falling apart, but he's immortal. Yeah, he complains about how much every fucking part of him hurts because he's so old. He wins a fight against a really fast guy by basically like getting stabbed by the guy, but then like managing to like catch him and then falling back and having the sword just go through both of them. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh god, I can't breathe. He's like, he can't breathe because the blade went through his lung, but he won't die either. So he just kind of complains about it while the other guy bleeds out. Uh, yeah, Abercrombie's great. I would say like I'm more of a First Law fan than a Devils fan right now, just because Devils seems almost like too comedic at some points. Um,
You
or
like it.
yeah,
You like a little bit more serious walking in and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I just thought the world building was a lot better. I mean, to be fair, the Devils is based off of like it's like a weird uh, it's like a weird like post medieval like Europe with like sorcerers and stuff. I mean, like you have the Pope. Um, they have instead of Turkey, it's Troy. They don't have the Ottoman Empire; they have Troy. Um, and the in the distant east and like the Mediterranean Sea and like Venice are still things, but then you have like you know the witch engineers of Carthage is like a thing. Yeah,
It's a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
Though I really have to get to reading the books you recommended, the First Law and Devils. I think you recommended First Law first, then Devils
yeah,
to me.
yeah. I know I've recommended like Malazan to some people. that's like I'm I'm finding it like maybe like a little bit of a harder sell just because of how much you have to kind of like read to like really get hooked in. A lot of people bounce off the first book. I usually tell people get but it's like if you bounce off an entire book, that's. But there was like a 10-year gap between like the first book and the second or something like that. I don't know. And the second book was
Ah.
just like a huge improvement in writing style. Um, Prince of Nothing is good as well, if not for the. If anything, I feel like Bacher's Prince of Nothing, Scott Bacher, his Prince of Nothing trilogy, it has a lot of the philosophy um, that I have uh, in uh, in my own story. Very like metaphysical and almost like Jungian with a lot of stuff. I
Jung, did I hear Jungian?
yeah, like
my psychology brain. Jungian?
yeah,
Jungian.
Jungian, yeah,
That's Carl Jung, so it's
Car-
pronounced as Young.
Young. Sorry, yep,
No, it's okay.
I didn't.
I
Yeah,
made that mistake too. My brain
yeah,
just went
Jungian,
Jungian. My
Jungalian. Yeah, Jungian.
Jungalians. Ah,
Yeah,
oh my god. Oh, yeah, but yeah, Carl Jung, one of my favorites. It's actually a reason why I love the fact that they also implemented Carl Jung's concepts in Persona 3 as well. The
yeah. Well,
shadow
I
and
mean,
everything.
I think it's in like all the Persona, right? Um, that's
Yeah.
what I get for like studying that stuff on my own instead of taking a formal class. But
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And yeah, and oh yeah. By the way, about the human elf wars, remember? Oh yeah, we had an amalgamation groups. As a result of the campaign in this setting, 300 years later, is that the humans invaded the elven world and instigated magical democracy everywhere.
sorry.
Uh,
Can you hold on? There's like someone knocking on my door. Sorry.
no
Yeah,
worries,
yeah.
no worries. Yeah, yeah, I do remember amalgamation. Good times. All right, so what is that? I will make another uh so we're doing this. Going back about the prompt. We had a lot of tangents. But we're gonna get to the writing prompts, in which we're gonna write about a gang of robbers raiding a tomb and encountering a horrific entity. And I am trying to grab my notes from way back when. Oh,
Sorry about that.
oh
I
my god, your shorts are out and they're cool.
what?
Um, they Aero already got two shorts for you to look at, and
Oh,
it's
nice. Okay,
cool.
okay.
It's so the edit's good.
Okay.
It's so I did
I'm trying to
blood
catch up with
pouring
the
down.
chat. By the way, about human elf wars, Denmo remember amalgamation to shout. As a result of campaigning and setting 300 years later, humans invaded Elven world and stated magical soul-binding contract that forces you to follow law, democracy everywhere. As players who are Elven characters, decide that letting them into the fight their enemies is a great idea. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. I don't
Jan
know what.
runs
Yeah.
GURPS, which is he related to your Elven storyline.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Yeah,
sounds similar.
I don't have I don't have elves and humans at war. It's just like a lot of the elves are like gone, so to speak. Um there was a point when the elves were at war. There's a um it relates to like the whole like Pale Illumina, which is like the church's holy book, blah blah blah. Uh elves are at war. Now they're now they're like they became they became allies at one point, or at least like one sect of elves. Thing is, elves is kind of a blanket term for a bunch of different races. So um,
Yeah.
yeah, I won't get into that.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's pretty good. Like there's I always assume like elves like just my elves are always like the Tolkienian elves where it's like they live long, they're pompous assholes. Oh, we've lived so long and we've that's most of my elves. So like knowing that there's like a horror twist or like more vampiric is an interesting take.
yeah, well
And
they have the Sophians are like kind of like the main like more traditional style elves that loose ties to Gnosticism with the whole like Sophian thing. Uh,
yeah,
the whole church is very Gnostic. Like the whole, uh, I think it's one of the early chapters. They mention that you know, the god of the church is the primordial serpent. All right, so that's like very like,
yeah,
devil coded.
yes, yeah.
Okay, okay. Like sitting
Now, like
cross-legged.
I just realized we have gotten on a full tangent, which is great. I love streams
Full
where we
hour
can just
tangent.
yap. Uh, so
I
much
mean,
tangents.
I'm honestly good with yapping. It's up to you because
I
um
no, I this it's great because like for me it's like damn. I'm learning a lot more about your book and like and just it's sometimes it's just good to yap. It's
yeah,
very
I can
relaxing.
I can show people. I'm showing people the big
The
graph.
graph, the big
Okay.
graph of your like what do the dots mean? What are the bigger dots? What do they mean?
Well, the biggest dot is timeline. That's because I literally map like everything onto everything that happens onto the timeline. Sources,
Yeah.
that's big continent. Sancrosan Empire is like one of the biggest dots too. Church of Sources, uh, Iba, Zodia.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Austria had gotten that big. Markar's pretty big because a lot of shit happens in there.
Do they get colored? Is there a possibility you do that colored or you just know which dot's which?
Time lapse animation. It's showing how things are being built.
Oh, look
What?
at that.
Ding 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 ding
It
ding. You know
it's a
what? I'm
bacteria
gonna
and it grows.
yeah, I'm gonna start it over so you can see. Um.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
It just grows.
This is maybe a little spoilerish, but yeah, they're just names. Some of these names also change because I was like, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
This really is kind of fun to watch.
I know, I'm like mesmerized. Like, holy shit,
I
you
didn't know this
grew
was a.
an entire civilization.
Yeah,
God damn. It it just keeps growing.
yeah. Oh, there's
So
Noria.
I
Noria's connected. Cassian Fourier. This is getting too big. Oh no.
it grows. And it just bounces off. It's like a big pegu. This,
That's
this is like
wild.
in
I
real
didn't.
time.
Yeah. I guess it didn't do the
Or your
name change.
POV.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at
Shamblers.
that. Yeah, look at that. It just grows.
Josnir. There. Yeah. There's Josnir. He's my
So like
he's my comic relief character.
we gotta always have one. We gotta have one
Yeah.
always.
I mean, he's like he's like I don't know if you played like Red Dead Redemption. Um, he's like the snake oil salesman.
No. Oh
He's
oh
just
gonna,
yeah. He's in
you
like
you
a
need to be there.
yeah. Just new. And even the name Josnir just sounded funny to me, like Josnir, Josnir.
Yeah. Which character are you referencing in Red Dead? That's the comedic one, the comedic character.
I mean, it is. I'm like pretty sure it's like literally. I forget his name, but he's. I'm fairly sure he's literally a snake oil salesman. Um, in the first
Ah.
Red Dead Redemption, he's like I know at like one point he's like, this tonic will boost your shooting abilities, and then he has like your character who's like the shooting master, like pretend to be an idiot and then drink it and then be like, whoa, look what I can do. Yeah, so
Good times. That was a cool time lapse. It's like writer, like like the writer. Oh, it's just one idea. It'll just be one idea, and then it just grows.
yeah, I'm like repel force. Now they're it's a super cluster.
Looks like it really looks like a bacteria just moving together.
Yeah,
Colonies.
link distance display. Oh wow, okay, I can make it where I can see it all from here. Yeah, the Kandarian Crusades, I had to create that to took place a while ago. Interesting. What are groups? Oh, I can create groups. Yeah. I'm not gonna create a group.
But like I commend your ability to just document everything in the kind of level wiki. I've always wanted to do that for like my campaigns, but damn.
Obsidian is free, and it's like if I literally wanted to like add a link, I'll just do like the double brackets, and I can just like be like, oh, I want to link to Homura, and then now Homura did something. Now I can click on Homura. It'll take me to Homura. Yeah, that's
nice.
Putting that together. I still have to work on our chronology. That's one thing I like haven't been filling out is the bloody chronology.
Nah, that could happen after
And
the
it's like that's a lot of work. Oh shit! Secret about her sword.
Shifty
Nobody
eyes, shifty
nobody
eyes.
saw any. Nobody saw anything. Nobody saw.
No one saw that. I didn't see it. I have cloud memory. I didn't see anything.
It's okay. And I've been pronouncing it Carl Jung the whole time.
Jungian is it's like
Yeah, I had to correct you. That's what.
Yeah, it's totally fine. No, I made that rookie mistake in my psychology major.
Yeah, I didn't take any psychology classes.
No.
Yeah, I didn't take any.
Orbital.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. No, I actually learned about it like after Persona, and that was like what got me. And I was like, oh, this, and then I was like, oh, this is just kind of like, a magic system based on like collective, perception and stuff like that.
Oh my god, archetypes?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, well, archetypes could be like gods, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, we can like slowly create an outline. I need help coming up with characters because we have a few different like race options. I mean, we're gonna have Homer's gonna be in it. She is not going to be the
Gray Feather.
So a gray feather is actually like a type of Tengu. So like, X, a gray feather Tengu who survives. These two are going to survive.
Okay, cool.
And then we can decide, and I guess we'll have to. I'll come up with a name for him.
What's the setting for like where is this happening? In a forest? In
so
house?
So group has been commissioned. Setting a group treasure hunting group, a treasure hunting group has been commissioned to explore an ancient underground petrified forest. As there has been located a temple there. As a temple has been located there. So you got a treasure hunting group. It's been commissioned by, Zodian Noble, we could say, to explore an ancient underground petrified forest in the Talcoran frontier. As a temple has been located there. So Talcora is mostly it is like the frontier. There are only two, like, at least according to like the point of view characters, Homer included. There are only two countries in Talcora, and they're in like opposite ends of the continent, and they make up maybe like 10% of the land on the continent, maybe even less than that. Between 5 and 10% of the land. The rest is like the frontier. A lot of people go there just to get away. Some people go there to get away from church influence. Church of Sources basically controls the entire northern continent. And then and the church is kind of like sort of pushing into the other two nations, but the westmost nation of Sinjaloo, that's like far away. That's irrelevant. We're in the east. Zerdia, they kind of have like a weird agreement with the church, just because there was a whole thing called the Kandarian Crusades, which led to the birth of. That's how actually like Zerdia became a country. It was because of the Kandarian Crusades, um, which was a whole
So
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
a quick question for the noble. Zirdia is like, 'cause I know you named a lot of things based on French stuff. Zirdia is also follows that logic.
Nope.
It's a bit French.
Yeah.
What
So
the
yeah. So
group?
Zerdia. So I can group won't be able to see that, or well, audience won't be able to see this, but you will. I guess I haven't listed the. I don't know, King's. Yeah. So Sargos Barset he is the current king in this short story. He is the one who dies like just before the hatred. Once his first son King Alsam Barset takes over. So these are like Star Wars names, like they're not based on any like I don't know. Maybe they sound like some culture, but to me, it is a Star Wars ass name. Like I just came up with some syllables.
Star Wars. What constitutes a
I,
Star Wars
like
name? Like,
Lando Calrissian. Like what culture is that name from? Like
uh, no. There's a specific kind. Oh my god, my brain's like
like Star,
lagging on.
you know, Lando Calrissian. Like what are other Star Wars names? Graha Tia. What kind of name?
Yeah, no, like Lando specifically. Like, you're correct. It's like a corrosion. They call it the corrosion basin or something. Like, where it's like mostly the merchants, the underbelly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, that's
It
a good thing to think of. What constitutes a Star Wars name?
Well,
What
it's like
made Star Wars become a Star Wars?
Kylo Ren. Is that like what kind of name is that? Uh,
It's for me. They sound like I guess it's phonetic. What constitutes it? That's a good parameter.
yeah.
What constitutes a Star Wars name? Because
Okay. Okay.
it
So
depends
like
on what planet they
Lando's
are.
Lando's an actual Italian name. I mean, I have a character called Sirhan, which is an actual Turkish name, but he's not Turkish. So sure. But it's like the general like, Devon Izara, Brander Lawson, Luti Vario, uh, Din Djarin, Bo Katan, like these like
So like very phonetic,
yeah,
hard
they're
hard to
not really
pronounce.
like Saw Gerrera. Okay, Saw Gerrera like Gerrera sounds like Spanish, right? But uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, sure they're like they're Pope Lando apparently. Pope Lando Calrissian, extremely charming, handsome Pope.
Because
Uh,
I forgot what it's called, like monograms or mono something mono. for like the one with single names like Kylo Ren, Luke, the
Yeah.
singular names. And then sometimes their
Mon
names would be
Mothma.
like taken literally of like Skywalker,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. Or but for like I think it's just because it really made me think, how the fuck is it a Star Wars name? I guess like depending on
I mean, that's
which
all I'm
planet
saying
they're
is
in.
like all I'm trying to say is that the names of my Zerdians are just Star Wars ass names. Like another one is Kulin Zvad. I'm gonna type it in the
Squad.
chat. Kulin Zvad. That is a Star Wars ass name.
God damn. Yeah. It's Kulensvad.
Yeah.
Why does that sound very like German? Like, Kulensvad.
Kulin. I mean,
Kulensvad.
it's like there are so many languages. I'm sure you'll bump into something. You know, like
Yes, that's very Star Wars esque. This is your interpretation of Star Warsian.
yeah. It's like God, what was another? So for the like a lot of my French characters, I have Cassian Fourier. He's the holy French emperor. Uh, you know, the emperor at the time, and then there's Senvois. Ilhan is like more of a Turkish name, but Senvois, I made up and it sounds Frenchish. Uh,
Yeah.
Lucerne, there's Dana Lucerne. That's obviously like very French. Uh, there's Laplace, Rogier Laplace, and Lucien Laplace. Uh, did you ever play
Le.
Elder
Anything
Scrolls?
that's with a le.
Le,
No, I have not played
Laplace.
Elder Scrolls. I avoided a lot of the those game sync stuff because I've seen friends disappear for months at a time and come back months after like, "Hey guys, we
Laplace.
just finished
Laplace.
uh like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or Oblivion." And I'm like,
Francois
"It
Epinefort.
French was very French."
Francois. Yeah, I have, and then you also have like Celeste Calliope, Calliope, and I kind of wanted to make her nickname Callie to just be like a smug Hololive reference, but I decided not to. She just goes by Celeste. Celeste.
Celeste.
Celeste. I actually don't know how to pronounce that correctly, if I'm doing it or not.
The
Celeste.
Filipino brain in me goes Celeste, like
Celeste.
very Celeste, like
Celeste.
and pronounce every syllable.
Her last name's
Um,
Calliope, which sounds Greek, so you know. And then yeah, and then like Kabichi, he's from the Empire, but that's like Yosef Kabichi. I mean, that's like a you know. He's also from Stormguard. Like Nocturne is from Stormguard. Uh,
yeah,
so so like you've seen like the Storm Guardians as like the bad guys, right? Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like actual Storm Guardians are like the indigenous people who've been subjugated. So it's like if it actually has a legit German name, then they're indigenous Storm Guardians, so they're not bad. A
Mm,
lot of them have like found their way into like Clara Noxtern. She's actually like a knight captain in the
mm,
Sisterhood. Uh,
mm.
she minor character so far. Uh, Joseph was
I just
yeah he
wait.
was
Does
at
that mean Tessa is a Stormguard?
nope nope
No, okay.
yeah Tesla Investor. Um, so her father is Ardanian, and then her mother's
Mm.
like an actual like pureblood elf. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
and that was something like I don't know if you got that far. I need to upload the like latest copy once I finish making revisions.
no. I'm waiting.
Yeah, Vesture is
It's like I'm
also a
gonna.
yeah. Vesture is also a Star Wars name. So
There's too many Star Wars names,
so
man. So we've established basically Star Warsian names. Just they have a certain sound to it for it to be very Star Warsy.
yeah, yeah.
In a galaxy far, far away, in the land of Taldoron. Yes.
Yeah. So Tengu are like actually like they tend to speak in Japanese to each other. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's called Ortani in this world. Um, so I'm gonna create a point of view character who I guess is gonna survive. Uh,
They also there's no deaths, boo.
no, it's gonna be
Well,
like yeah,
well, the
serv-
survivors, the last survivors escapes. Somebody has to die.
yeah, yeah. But I was thinking like a group of like 5 to 7, and then only 3 survivors.
Okay.
That's not
Uh,
yeah.
I I want to find a notepad that allows me to write in the darkness. Hold on. I envy your dark mode because
Yeah.
I hate writing in Google Docs. That's one of like the
Yeah. Obsidian is
limitations I
free,
have.
and uh, I've been using it for like just because it syncs to my devices. Um,
It's
and
just
it
called Obsidian.
Obsidian, yep. If you want to get like I think if you want like the Insta Sync um, upgrade or whatever it's called, you pay like a one time like $5 payment, something like that. It's like a few bucks. Um,
Okay, so it is free without limits, no strings attached.
yeah,
I see.
yeah, and it's really good. Like the way you can like tag things for like your wiki and so forth. And it has
Ah,
plugins too, so you can uh, I can misspell something. I will misspell. I misspelled misspell, and then it'll be like, did you mean misspell? Yes, I did mean
ah,
misspell with only 2 L's. Ah, ba, 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 ba,
ah.
ba, ba.
Oh, that's actually pretty heckin' good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You'll just have
by
to
the way,
get
is
you'll
this?
get.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say, yeah, you'll have to get like the plugin uh, um, for each device. Like you'll need to like get the plugin for Obsidian. Uh, I have it for this. I don't have it on my Chromebook, but usually I don't have spelling issues too much. If I have a spelling issue, it's
Eh,
because I'm like typing fast, and like when I go back, I'll catch it on a reread. Um, Kind of like I forgot the N on zero. I bet there's a typo in here. Treasure hunting group has been commissioned by Zodian Noble to explore an ancient underground petrified forest in the Talcorn frontier, as a temple has been located there.
hmm.
He wants the treasure.
Oh, I found
Anima?
somebody recommended ellipsis. I don't remember logging into this way back when. Uh,
I gotta come up with some names. But I'm not good at coming up with names.
uh,
Unless they're Star Wars names.
just
But I
go
kind of
for it. Committed a bit.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm going to.
Let's go with Whiskey Jack. Just kidding. That's from Malazan, Book of the Fallen. Um, that is an awesome ass name.
Damn, that's a big
I
pull.
I know that's a cool. Let's go with Bird That Steals. Wait, that's Whiskey Jack's other name. Damn it. Um, yeah. I've got Milkai Lao. Milkai
I
Lao,
guess like,
but he's already
is this tied to the so this person is tied with the noble, or is he like, what's his purpose in the story?
yeah, yeah. I'm just kind of coming up with this on the spot. So um. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna put Josnir in here, but maybe we'll have Josnir like not unnamed trying to pull a scam. Um,
God damn.
You can keep coming up
Ah,
with a name. But now I'm gonna like write the Joskier scene where they're like passing through a village.
yes.
Sviat Sviatoslav. Let's make this guy Zerdian. So Zerdia is like the the United States. It was built from Lautrec, which has like Spanish names combined. It was three colonies that rebelled against Lautrec, the Empire, Sacrosanct Empire, and Ardania. And Ardania has like Star Wars names. Lautrec tends to go like more Spanish sounding. I mean, they're what's the king of Lautrec right now? Vararon. Vararon. Doesn't even say in my bloody Calandra. Okay, well I know who it is. It's southernmost nation sources ruled by King Valoron. Harasin. Harasin. Valoron Harasin. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Jen.
there are a lot of like Star Wars names in Zerdia. Like Kulin's Vod is from Zerdia. Zerdia, Kulin's Vod, Noble, uh, sorry, I'm like.
So, while you're writing Dancer in the Dark with our best girl Homura, um, like my brain's coming back to that plot line that we talked about. This was way back in May when I asked questions about the Dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I would like that's gonna be my monster for like you have your monster, dancing monster, my monster's the Dreamer, and this is from my notes. And just correct me if I got the Dreamers right, because like it has been a while. But they're basically like the biological automata um in your space, like kind of um ecosystem weapon types. They're like
Yeah,
they kind of like get triggered.
they're very like Southern Reachish in their appearance. Like if like Area X. Do you know Southern Reach? I don't know if you know that one.
What's Southern Reach?
That's like where like Annihilation, that movie adaptation that came out, adaptation.
Yeah,
There's like biology kind of gets scrambled into like hybrids due to like some sort of
yeah.
like weird, yeah. Um, that's kind of like what dreamers look like, yeah. And it's they are like they do serve like they're automata. There are a few types of automata, right? But um, yeah, they tend to like blend different biologies with like a not land biology with ocean biology, 80% ocean,
Yeah.
coral, like fins, stuff like that. Yeah.
So they're more so like kind of, but they're like since it's from Annihilation, they're kind of like like abnormal growths, but like natural unnatural growths kind of thing, like mutations. Is that safe? Uh, oh. Anima? Question mark. Yeah. So that's this is my horrific entity, and the injured animal was uh basically the orphan, which is it's not like the Dreamers. It's its own thing. It's basically like the babies from Bloodborne, is what I remember. Uh, Bloodborne babies. Celestial child.
Yeah,
Yeah. That is that is the injured thing. Uh, that is fucking terrifying. My brain's like, why did I agree to this? Holy shit. I will copy it so you guys can see my process. Because, like, I want to identify each part of this. Who is the injured animal? Is an orphan. Kinda like the creatures from Annihilation. And an injured animal is orphan. Like Celestial Child from Bloodborne.
I forget what this guy's hair color is.
There's literally r/Bloodborne. That is a good question. I say no. They're like, nar. Let's just not. I need a visual from it. I'll be posting some photos so you guys can see.
Okay, I'm actually writing kind of like what I'm gonna say is a comedic scene at the beginning. Just to, like, set up that they're like passing through a village.
Yeah.
And it's
Southern Reach. Okay.
yeah,
Southern Reach.
Southern Reach. Yeah, Southern Reach.
There's someone with the bear, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the bear.
Oh, the bear.
The bar.
It was over now. I keep saying had. Just over an hour since.
Alright.
Now displaying of agony. A crowd was gathered around him. Yeah.
And oh wait, I have to. Since I am starting to write now, I'll give myself a timer. 15 minutes. And yeah. What we're doing right now. What I'm gonna do is writing prompt.
Stare, pity, revulsion, or
Yippee! So does that mean technically, since you said gang of robbers, the noble asking them to steal from something is I'm just realizing
yeah.
the context.
I guess they're not stealing. They're like plundering. They're like Tomb Raiders. So yeah, and it's also like
yeah. It's also what?
There's no like the tomb is not in a, or the temple is like not in a nation that has like a government. It's on the frontier, so it's kind of like free pickings.
Ooh, which makes it even more
Yeah.
kind of sussy.
Yeah. Pigpill.
Uh,
Pigpin.
I'm tying. Okay, my gang of robbers are gonna be like the first whalers. Well, not
Minari
first whalers, like the
thief.
first batch of whalers, pirates. I remember there was an area in your. I'm gonna go to you as frame of reference.
He doesn't speak a word of current.
You have a pirate island or a pirate city, right? Like or like a group of pirates.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Pirate City. Kivele is one. It's the Shadow
Courant,
Hansa. Yeah. Current is the
and only
yeah.
seems to be able to communicate. Mimicry?
Yes, I should know responses. With his beak clicks. Pickpin, an Inari thief who specializes in opening locks. Pickpin.
Uh, thought a bit about the prompt. I probably would have gone with old killer robot golem who was killing humans in his program but actually loves life and living things. Damn. Damn, Yan. It's actually pretty cool. Yeah, if you guys want to write, that is by his prompt right there. You guys can share your ideas and what you guys are thinking about. You can do a breakdown of who are your robbers? What's the setting? Uh, while Baihu is on a land setting because it's in a town in the frontier, going to a temple that's gonna be raided. I'm gonna go ocean, land and sea vibes. We're going for vibes, good vibes. I would say, yeah, whalers is the one with the whaler suit, and I would say this is a shipwreck. Uh, they tried to uh, they tried to go to a shipwreck of one of their rival ship company question mark. I'm just gonna go with it. That's the vibe.
Yeah. Young man and a donkey pulling a.
Now, what POV do I want to write this in? I kind of like want to be in media res. Like they're going through the same fate as their mates. This is just ideas right now. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna find a picture for my Pinterest, dude.
I'm trying to have this like really over the top scam as my opening scene. It's basically this like lady like comes into this like frontier settlement and is like dying and like making it like praying for like help, and like the crowd is like freaking out and like oh they try to help her, and then all of a sudden like an hour later a man rolls in and he's like, please try these, dear madam. And it's like, and all of a
Wait a
sudden
minute.
she's like miraculously cured, and then he's like, I happen to have several of the, it's
like, wait a second.
Of course, the villagers are going to be idiots, so they're going to, it's like Later, they'll see him just like getting water from like a cactus or something. A young man and a donkey playing a card. Yeah, don't. Dear lady.
Oh,
Dear lady, please drink this miraculous poultice, he announced theatrically. He held the bottle high so the crowd could see it sparkle in the sunlight like some kind of miraculous dew.
that seems like spooky, but I like it. They have like a horror diving suit character. I'm gonna put this as like a inspo photo. So
Maharabokin Talimbo. He's gonna give it a real ridiculous name. Mahabokin Talimbo Garu Tree.
I like the black goop.
Mahabokin Talimbo Garu Tree.
That's a lot of syllables.
Yeah, known for its
That, right.
just near great adventurer.
I think I'll jump right to media res. Like the scene will be media res.
Just returned from my journey. The far south.
I can't even. Mahabokin Talimboganu tree.
Known for its legendary healing properties and I, the great adventurer Ida the Red, have just returned from a journey in the far south with a cart of the miraculous panacea. Homer and Nerd. Yeah.
Homer in this moment. What a bunch of maroons.
Pick maroons.
What a bunch of maroons.
I don't like the name Pickpin, but I'm gonna stick with it for now.
Okay. You know what I do with like name generators? I try to go for a name that means something, and then it gives a full list, and I just choose from there.
No, I do the
like name meaning darkness. That's it. Just pull from there.
Charlatan had brown hair, but the excited gasps from the crowd.
I have a question. How does SOSs work in? Is that a system that can happen with ships? They basically go SOS, send help.
Sorry, say that again.
Is there a form of in the nautical side of your world?
So
Does a form of SOS work? Like flares, they do Mayday, Mayday, send help.
Yeah, so they do have oculi, like, but that's like pretty rare, and that's like a flashes of light that can travel long distances for like communication, and it's basically like Morse code. Uh, they use actually like encryption to like keep stuff secret, but it's also not common. So I wouldn't say like pirates had it. This would be like nobles would have it, like even like the like dukes and above, like so.
So if
But
it's a
yeah.
pirate, would the pirates have their own SOS?
How long distance are we speaking?
I guess it's just for me setting the scene of like this rival pirate company would be the one to see the flashes of light from their rival company. Like, oh, they know this the one calling SOS
Yeah, I mean
is from.
fireworks are very much a thing for like signaling. Um, would that work?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
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 Okay. Yeah. That's actually like the main purpose of fireworks in this world is like as like for signaling things,
Yeah.
and for celebrations they do like yeah.
I think that's cool. Mhm.
The crippled Roman grad. Tulips. Mhm. Let's see. Okay, thanks. Been struggling to stand his knees. Okay, thanks. Okay, let's really gather. Offering water, local remedies, what nothing is. All I could do is stand pity mushroom in a few cases. A young man, right? This is returned from a journey in the far south of the coast.
Uh, yes. Oh, wow, you're on a roll.
Yeah, I'm just
Enjoying the hag.
yeah. I think that's his name, Eider. Yeah,
Oh,
Eider the Red.
we're on a break. We're gonna have a break, and I'm
Yep.
thinking about it media rest. No, 1 minute break on my end, cause like there's I'm in a Pomodoro timer, so there's like 1 minute break to just grab some water, hydrate,
Yep.
um, and then I'll write for another 15 minutes.
Sounds good. BRB.
Uh, and the minute is just done. We have hydrated, we have gotten water, and now we resume. Captain. You know what is reminding me of Epic Captain? Captain.
Say that again. I have us on
You
break,
know,
but that's
I know.
okay. That's good. It's all
No,
good.
it's it's okay. I was like, my brain was you know the epic song during the sale, like Captain, Captain. Uh, that's where my brain's at during
Uh,
this
yeah.
scene.
I feel like I'm gonna spend like way too much time on this very silly uh
That's great.
scam
You know,
scene.
the scam. Hey, if you get something out of it, it's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Writing a scam scene.
One of the men's, yeah. So it's um a young man, So the hag bent over, struggling to stand as her knees wobbled, and she prayed for release from her crippling condition before falling back to the ground. It was just over an hour since she arrived in the frontier settlement and made a loud display of her agony as she prayed for some kind of release. The crowd slowly gathered around her, offering water or local remedies, but nothing assuaged her suffering. Now all they could do was stare in pity, revulsion, or, in a few cases, cruel amusement. A young man in a bright red jacket and a donkey pulling a cart of wares arrived. He ran up to the woman, pulling a tincture from his jacket. "Dear lady, please drink this poultice," he announced theatrically. He held the bottle high so the crowd could see it sparkle in the sunlight like some kind of miraculous dew. "This is the sap of the Mahabokan Talimbogaru tree, known for its legendary healing properties, and I, the great adventurer Ida the Red, have just returned from a journey in the far south with a cart of the miraculous panacea." Pickpin nudged Homer. Ida the Red, famous for his hair. This charlatan had brown hair, but the excited gasps from the crowd signaled the acceptance of the man's story. The crippled woman took the vial of mysterious fluid, put it up to her lips, and knocked the contents back. She coughed and burped, clutching her side as she groaned at the bubbling inside her before suddenly rising. She dropped her cane and stood strong and tall on both legs, straightening out her formerly crooked back. Her face remained hideous and wilted in boils and rashes, but once Ida handed her a towel to wipe away the sweat, and she finished dabbing at her face, the pustules and marks were gone. One of the men's jaws dropped. That's where I'm at so far.
That's so funny. Like mine's just more. I'm setting a dramatic line because I'm gonna go straight to media res
Yeah, yeah.
for this scene. It's just like, so it's like the green and red hues paint the ocean sky, cling on to the watery mist. The fireworks continue to run a light, a signal for any soul within 100 clicks, not realizing that their rival company followed them, followed them closely. Uh, and oh wait, I'm gonna add that. We're uh, uh, Their rival company followed them closely and were fortunate to have witnessed the signal. Easy pickings, getting the enemy during crisis. They were not above such things. The other longboat closed in before the last flare had even faded, cutting through the fog that stayed strangely still. There were no winds, no gulls, just a slow rhythm of wind against the black water as the silhouette of the vessel that seeked help grew larger. Captain! And when I typed Captain, I'm just hearing the epic song. Captain! 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 I was like, alright. For all you epic musical lovers out there, I see you.
Yeah. I told you I haven't watched that, right? But that's the you.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
you
you've been. Yeah, I know you've been meaning to show it to me. I haven't.
grab
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
shakes, grabs. We're gonna at some point. I'm just gonna
We can
sit
make
you
it.
down and
We
be
can
like,
make it a stream. A watch
yes,
along.
yes. We'll watch an animatics of this beautiful thing before Odyssey comes out, and then you're gonna know my reference when I start going, Captain, Captain, Captain.
I need to come up with a better name than Pickpin.
Pickpin is cool.
You like it? Okay, Pickpin.
Pickpin, very catchy.
Pickpin. A young Inari thief. I need to come up with some other names. So the Grey Feather Tengu.
Is his name just X, or you haven't figured out a name?
No. His name's not X. He'll have like a.
He'll have a cooler name. Do you want it bird themed or just more
Gundo.
Star Warsy?
Gundo. Turek.
How about the name of the gray feather could be Suzume. It means it's a symbol of loyalty in the Japanese.
So there is like Isco Whitebeak is one of them. So it's like they have like I don't know, they have like weird like Turok names, and then like usually like a feature like some sort of like they're like a weird like they're almost like Native American like style names like mixed with Star Wars names, and then they speak Japanese. So I was thinking like Turek.
Okay. Oh, I have a cool one.
Turek.
But it's a pun. You might feel a pun damage if I say it.
Say it.
Okay. Because you mentioned it was a gray feather Tengu. So I was thinking of Sil Huit. Like hoot. Sil Huit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. That's a pretty bad pun. That's like
yeah.
that's kind of forcing it.
No, how about this counter offer? Houdini.
Nope. Rejected.
Immediate no. But I have more. But I have more. What do you mean? I got a bird name puns. How about you've heard of Robinson Crusoe? How about Robinson Crusoe?
Oh my god. Kalio shot.
I also have another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wingston.
No, Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Wingston. Eh?
He's a very properly spoken Tengu.
Yes.
I gotta come up with
How about Quillery?
Quillery Quentin.
Yep. See, you're seeing it. We're aligning. We're aligning.
Hey, gravy.
You can feel it. Like most of my D&D characters are pun, and a lot of my players when they encounter characters like, you know what this person's name is, and then once they hear it, it's like, why? Oh, I have a cool one. His nickname is Keith. It's short for Keith because he's a parakeet.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I could tell you're very very checked out.
No, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I'm like flitting between like I'm trying to like come up with a name for like a burly soldier now.
Soldier. Okay. Does it follow the same naming sense of like the last name having like a feature?
No. This will be like a human. Kind of like the yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Human.
God Captain. God Captain full. I need the Human Noble Finance, Human Noble, Zerdian Noble.
I wonder if
God Captain.
I'm gonna think of a
Benrina. Just kidding.
how
Ben.
about I'm thinking about like because Zerdia kind of reminds me of
That's fine.
the trade baronies in Lancer. So maybe like they kind of have like names like Kyle, Argo, Mulan, like Moulin Rouge. They're like merchants. So that's kind of like their naming sense, like Mulan, Argo. Oh.
Bentley Muscovy. Yeah, I might come up with a better name for that.
There's a lizard on my bed. Hold on. Don't go away. Don't go away. I need to take a picture.
Borjak.
I was wondering where you went. It's looking at me. It's judging me.
Actually, I'll say maybe not Hansa.
Hi, dude. I found you, buddy.
Hansa. I'm gonna make him Hansa. It's a banker financing the expedition. I guess.
I'll be right back because there's a lizard on my bed. Hold on.
Tybalt, like from Romeo and Juliet. Okerson. Okay, that's a Star Wars name. Okerson. Captain God for God Captain. God for Tybalt. Okerson.
Okay, he's gone, goofed and disappeared. Fine.
Great Jack. I'm just gonna call him Great Jack. Is the guard.
Oh, Galka is something Jan suggested. It's a normal name, but it's also a jackdaw bird.
Galka.
Kyle sounds like a Superman name.
Sand Dan Galka.
There is a
kidding.
trader named Hamster and Stalker too, and Henderson maybe. So there's a lot of suggestions.
Sand Dan Galka. Gluck Gluck. Okay, how many people do I have?
Gluck Gluck.
2,
a lot.
3, 4. I just have 5 people. Great Big Jack. Maybe not Great Jack. Yeah, I'll go with Great Jack. I'll come up with a better name later. Tybalt Åkerson, I think, is fine. Hansen Merchant, blah, 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 blah. Mercy. Hansa Medic.
Hamza. Hey. That's your medic Mercy?
Yeah. It seems like a good medic name, right? Oh wait, that's from Overwatch, isn't it?
Okay.
Is that from Overwatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's from
fuck.
Overwatch.
Okay.
I was like,
I mean, it's like okay. Fuck.
Right. Gluck gluck. Grabbing some food. Okay, grab food. Well, Jan, thank you for hanging out.
Thanks for joining.
Uh,
Okay.
yes. I shall continue the writing. The lizard made me take a break, which was good. It's just interesting. How the so that just to let you know, canonically, this is like lizard that's just been like hanging around. And it's like a huge ass lizard, it's bigger than my hand. You know, like the Philippine lizards, like the toko levels of big ass lizard. And he's just vibing, and he gets spooked every time I catch him. It's like, It's okay. You're eating the bugs in my room. It's fine. Just go."
Pinwheel Penny. Needle Penny. Big Jackson. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Big Jack. I feel like Big Jack's fine. Pigpin. Calio. Calio. Calco. Carco. Carco. Calco. One of the men's jaws dropped as his pipe fell. Cracked its ball. One of the men's jaws dropped as his pipe fell from his mouth. From his mouth. He even tried to catch it, hit the dirt, cracked his bowl open. Side here.
I will. Where's the music?
What was that?
Oh, I will just say, after this session though, I may need to end stream soon because I realize I have a mage game
Oh,
in like
no
30
problem.
minutes.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah.
But this has been fun though. This has been fun.
I wrote my
I'm
very short scam. And that's like all the progress I've made. But what was haptic
it's
scan?
good though.
Yeah.
And there's me trying to describe pretty uh,
The self-proclaimed adventure repeated the unnecessarily long and definitely made up. To King Saragos. How fortuitous. Okay. The self-proclaimed adventure repeated the unnecessarily long and definitely made up name of the miracle tree, then proceeded to claim that he had a contract to provide 100 vials to King Saragos, who was returning to Zerdia to deliver. How fortuitous it was that he had 120. Purely out of the goodness of his heart, he offered them the chance. Low price of a season's worth. You're willing to trade for Zephyr. felt a little guilty watching them. Serious thing. It was their business. That, or the fact that the village was entirely comprised of humans, may have. Roger famous for his hair. His shots, I guess. Cat is currently. I've enjoyed the show. How fortuitous it was that he had 120. Purely out of the goodness of his heart, he offered them the chance to have a miracle cure of their own. Sometimes I just forget words when I'm writing.
Okay.
Yeah. They earned for the low price of a season's worth of the harvest were. The small harvest. Yeah, the mugs. I'd be willing to trade for gold, silver, and sapphires too. Pippin felt a little guilty watching the great fall into the obvious trap. I dropped Diana's shoulder when she tried to head for it. She knew better. Mercy had a low opinion of the humans in the frontier. What are their names again? I already forgot. Pinwheel Penny. I'll just call her. Maybe not Pinwheel Penny. That's silly. Big Jack. I'll just call her Penny. The Hansa medic. Big Jack, God for Tybalt. Stones. Remainder of the trip. Affairs. There's that bloody Tengu gun. One Tybalt. There's that bloody Tengu gun. One Tybalt. The merchant scanned the village looking for... The merchant scanned the village looking for the funnel. Sounds feathered chest at the top. The top grey warrior. Big face, which clicked once. Good morning, Lord Ockerson. Good morning. My lord. Flattered being called a lord. Tybalt is fine. Just laughing. Rectangle. He was laughing. The three had no inkling. Okay, how do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Convey that back to the Tengus. Be correct quickly. According to what Pigpin learned about the Tengu, he was laughing at what she told him. Didn't have an inkling. Up. Get to the side, the horse cart.
What are you doing on my bed? What are you doing on my bed? Get out of my bed.
Is that your lizard friend?
Yes. Get out of my bed.
Makes it sound like you're
Get out of.
talking to like a cat or something.
I mean, I'm not opposed to like, but like,
It's a
Jesus,
friendly
it's my bed.
it's a friendly lizard.
It's like I've seen it. It's been hanging out in my boots. It's been hanging around in my laundry. I'm like, dude, I have nothing but bugs.
Well, it wants to eat the bugs.
Yeah, but it's like not on my bed, man. Bed is
Yeah.
sacred.
But what if it's
Yeah.
eating a bug that got in your bed? It's helping you out.
Oh my god, that's gonna make me paranoid.
So sorry.
No. Ah! Ah!
It's okay. It'll be gone.
Ah!
It'll be gone by bedtime. It'll be gone. Gosling, you kept to the side of the transport. Okay, Helmer conveyed that back to the Tango's beacon. Pickman Tango was laughing when she told him. An inkling and proceeded to board the wagon, save for Big Jack. The guardsman he kept to the side of the transport. He didn't want to weigh down the horses. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Until somewhat tolerable. Close to the Reaper. I'm already mentioning my Lautrec Arcana months in my short story. Once it grew close to winter. I'll just say winter. Next sources, continent, next seasons altogether. In the summer. Almost at the Promised Cave. Cabbages. Almost at the Promised Cave entrance. Gotta go. Put this on my tip. Yeah, I think it would be fun though to like have like a short story anthology in this world. this is before Homura goes on her big adventure, so this is kind of like her during her like, oh, I'm gonna become this great warrior. So when I do go set out for revenge, yeah,
I made it's short, sweet. I think I captured the moment. I'm gonna post it now on your Reddit.
nice.
I did a thing. Yay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm 800 words in, and it's gonna be a long
How
short
many words?
story. It'll probably be like a few thousand when I finish,
I
because
wonder how many words I'm in. Hmm, 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 hmm.
yeah, Obsidian gives me the
Let
nice word count.
man. Okay, let me check. Tools. Word count. I have 700 787 words.
Nice.
Not
Ancient,
bad.
ancient.
Not bad for an hour thing.
I notice you write pretty fast. I think I write very slow.
I think I word vomit. I think that's my style. I
Yeah.
called it lazy lit back in the day. I can.
You know how long it took me to come up with Mahabokan Talimbagor?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Yeah, yeah.
Didn't sweat.
That was a syllable vomit right there.
Consonants. But
I was speaking in straight up tongues.
yup. I mean, it was perfect for like whatever you were planning.
Yeah.
So, mine was media res. It's like a short, like setup of my premise. I think I did like I'm very goal oriented and I want to finish this now. I'm gonna finish it in a day, and I think I did well. I did well.
Yeah.
Uh, so I didn't mention the dreamers at all, but like I described it the way I would, um, like the annihilation thing helped paint a picture of like parts of them uh were like bony white coral and then like petals, flower petals in the ocean. I think that was like a nice visual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and then there was a crying moonchild. That is all. And it's like the last line I have is the cries continued, and the men who left that night would spend the rest of their lives praying that no one would ever believe what they had seen. uh, yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to reading it. Yeah.
It's very short. I
Yeah.
feel like
No
I can
problem.
expound on it, but I'm like, I'm good. All right, all right. It's we did it, gang. We did it.
Yeah.
That
I'm
is
still debating the names of these characters, but I think Penny, Big Jack, Tybalt Ockerson, Pickpin,
I just called
Calcasieu,
myself like gang of pirates. That's it.
Gang of
Unnamed
Pirates.
because
There we go.
the gang of pirates,
The
and there's a
the
captain,
captain, the captain,
the
pirate,
pirate captain. That's it.
pirate number one, pirate captain, pirate number one.
All right, and that should be it. I will. Uh, I will look for somebody. No, then mother, quick tackle the captor chat.
The captor chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm
hello.
definitely.
Hi, Art Angle.
If anything, even if I don't use this short story as is, I'm definitely keeping this scam artist because that's a good
It's
scene.
fun.
And it is
Yeah.
definitely Joss Kettle doing this. I don't name him as Joss Kettle because these people have no idea who he is. I mean, Homer is like kind of like,
Not
yeah,
you gotta bring your comedic person.
yeah.
You gotta pull them
Homer and Pickpin are like very aware of what is happening, but they're not intervening.
in.
The crippled, yeah, the miraculously healed woman, her pustules and marks. No,
Ah,
the pustules and marks were gone.
all right. So I have this thought of, are you still gonna continue to stream a bit more?
Uh,
Because I think I'm just reading
yeah,
to you.
Yeah, if you're gonna head out, I'll probably end the stream too. It is getting close to 3 a.m. over here.
Yeah, so we should probably raid out. Um, yeah, I mean we did a goal. We did it. We did a writing prompt.
Who do I
I'm proud.
raid to?
Let's so I have a couple of choices. Um, there's somebody doing tabletop RPGs. He is a lawyer. He's a lawyer that's a VTuber lawyer, like a legit lawyer. Now he's a VTuber. There's also there's somebody who's doing writing and oh, there's a writing and reading comp. I did co-working. Damn. Oh well. There's somebody who's doing writing. I think it'll be cool to raid out to them. And uh, they are they're writing in a oh, that's a cool thing. They have a oh wait, that's that's a lot of people. Uh, it's a there's year Z. He's writing in a document. It looks really cool though. Yeah.
Sorry.
You want to raid out to somebody who's writing?
Yeah, that sounds good. How do I do it, or do you do it for me, or how do I
No,
forgot?
you gotta type it on your own. So I'll send a
Slash
name.
slash raid.
Yeah, slash raid year Z. We'll double raid him.
Years Z slash raid years Z.
And then I will just do a writing uh
Thanks for
writer
watching.
writers raid writers raiding you.
Slash raid. Okay.
Right. Right. Well. Writing you.